wanted to make this video today on 11/11. Happy Veterans Day to those who have served, are serving. I've had immediate family members and extended family members in the service, and it is not an easy path to choose. So I pray for them. I pray for their well-being. Pray that they come home happy and healthy. I made a video and posted it about the election, and then pretty quickly took it down because I felt like I'd said too much and not in a clear enough way. So I kind of wanted to redo it and share my thoughts about the election. I had a very strong feeling that Trump was going to be the next president. Since I've been on this shamanic path for 15 years now, visions and insights, honing in my spiritual gifts has been something that I've been working on most especially the last 3 years. But the last 10 years I have been able to get visions every now and then, visions for myself mostly, visions for my family, and occasionally visions of what I would call for the world or for humanity. And that happened after the election. I had about a 12-hour period it started at 4 in the morning on Wednesday and ended about 4 p.m. on Wednesday, the 6th. Trying to pick my words carefully. So, I saw a very beautiful path, and I'm not saying that if Kamala had won, that other path would have been open for us. I'm not saying that new earth vision can't happen, but I definitely felt a split in timelines, and this reality where Trump is taking on a second term is heading us into a very harder, darker path where I think a lot of people are going to wake up and realize the deception that's going on within our government. So that's a good thing. The future, this path that we've chosen, the future is rather grim and dark, and I will say there are billions of people on this planet that really want to go down this dark, hard, destructive path, because in their mind, in the end of this dark road, the light comes in the form of Jesus that they're looking for. And so I get why this road is called forth. There's so many people that want this path to play out. Armageddon, the apocalypse, the revealing of the new earth. But the new earth is a consciousness, and the new earth honestly is already here. Many people are living on that space of 5D consciousness and the love and the light, but many people are still in that 3D mindset. And it's not that either is right or wrong, it's just what it is. And right now we have a lot of those 3D people that want that road of destruction in order for, in their belief, a savior to come and make it all better. In my vision, I saw the next 7 years, and they are tumultuous and a lot of natural disasters showing up. My dog. Sorry, this is the fluffy monster. It needs to be held. So, yeah, I'm going to be too hot if I have to hold her. Yeah. I was really depressed, I would say, for the first 24 hours. Really disappointed, really trying to understand why. Why so many people. It wasn't, like 2016 where there was a more clear result as far as, more people voted for women in 2016 than they did in 2024. It was pretty much a landslide for him, and I couldn't understand that. All the swing states, the popular vote, it was a very clear message that this is the way the country wants to go. And I believe a lot of that is because of the collective and this desire for the end of the world, a giant reset, which is what is coming. But I don't believe there's a savior at the end of the tunnel. We are going through a dark tunnel right now, and there is a light at the end of it. But we're going to lose a lot of people, rights, and I would say when we come out the end of the tunnel, we're not going to be able to recognize the world that we are living in 2030, 2031. In this vision, there was no election in 2028. I really hope I'm wrong about that. But Trump was the last president, and the Republican Party did not give up power. It just transferred from him, and in fact, in this vision, he did not last the full 4 years. Excuse me. He was transferred power around year 2 or 3. And then they just kept it. I want to be wrong about that. I don't want that to be how this country goes, but it was pretty clear the timeline that we have chosen, the timeline that we are running, is one of chaos, darkness, destruction. But I don't look at these things as bad. They're just cycles. They're necessary cycles that we go through as human beings, as civilizations. It ebbs and flows. But I see these next 7 years as quite destructive. in order to reset. Whether that reset is going to be a good thing, I don't know. It's just going to be trying to look at silver linings, little pieces of the puzzle that I think are positive. But for the most part, it's going to be a really rough, dark road that we're walking. Because of my vision, another thing I was shown was something that I want to do more of, and that is sharing my spiritual gifts. I have not publicly done things, shared my gifts in this way, and through this vision, it was one of the things I was shown to do to help. There's a lot of Reiki light workers. There's a lot of people who speak light language, which I just started looking into. There's a lot of people who work with the grid of the earth, and I've been one of those, but I've kept it kind of to myself. And the message at the end of this vision was for me to start sharing more of that part of myself with the world. And one of the things that I do that is unique to me, to my spiritual gift, and that is weaving light to the grid, anchoring light in. And so in the future, I'm going to share more of that and do these attunements, would be a good word, for others to use as well. My book, the whole reason I started this channel was because of my book, Sacred Light, and maybe I'll put a link in the comments, but I was shown it comes back to that understanding of when you know who you are, when you know what fundamental human rights are, you behave differently. And so part of this channel going forward is talking about those kinds of things, occulted things. So yeah, that was the message that I heard loud and clear at the end of the vision, when I was done crying and being sad about it. Then there was a little bit of this feeling of hope. Yes, this is where we are. Yes, this is the path we have collectively chosen to walk down. But there are things that people like myself and others who are opening to their spiritual gifts or have used and are very familiar with their spiritual gifts, it's time for us to step up and be a ripple effect. The stone has been cast into the pond. What kind of ripple are we going to make? I'm hoping to make a positive one. And that means it's these next 7 years. I have to make some personal changes, do things differently. You know, I just turned 56 last 2 months ago, actually exactly 2 months ago today. So I'm in my next cycle of 7 years. I'm in my 9th cycle, 7-year cycle. And I don't want it to be the mess that I was shown. I want to feel hopeful about what it's going to look like at the end of these next 7 years. So I'm just making this video to share that information to say I'm going to step up and do my part and to try to bring more love and light. And that's all good, but it is not just about the love and light. It's about being willing to face the shadows and being willing to face the things that are unconscious and dark and scary, and not turning away, putting our head in the sand, so to speak, and ignoring the collective shadow, because it is going to be present and showing itself very strong over the next 7 years. Wars increase. I believe that we get sucked into a world war. A lot of death and destruction. But at the end, a reset for humanity, a reset for this earth. And I'm just going to do my part and encourage others to do their part in their own little corner of the world. Together we can make a difference. If everyone is truly personally just working on yourself, the ripple effect will be a positive one. That's all I wanted to say this time. So I look forward to sharing more of my gifts in this way and see what kind of effect we can produce. All right. Have a lovely Veterans Day. Use that portal 1111, the energy right now. Today is beautiful for manifesting. That is my wish. Let's manifest the best possible road, the best possible outcome as we go down this road. Yeah. All right. Thanks.